Good evening, everyone. It's Colette with TransbyDef, Deft, Def, coming at you with this week's topic. Almost missed it, which is what kind of insecurities have you had as you transitioned, and how have you handled them? Well, through my entire transition, I've been rattled with a lot of insecurities. They range from internal to physical, and at the very beginning of my transition, when I started to really understand who I was and what I am and all that good stuff, it was very difficult for me to go out in public because I was actually working as a makeup artist at a counter, and I'd wear full face makeup like a woman and everything like that, and I never thought about it because I wasn't really present in my body to begin with. And when I started to accept myself and finally open up, I no longer felt comfortable putting on this facade, I guess you could say. And when I started going to therapy, it unearthed a lot more, and I ended up having to leave my job. And I took a job that was more isolated, which I'm still in today, which was a blessing because I just felt like I couldn't be on display anymore. I felt like I couldn't really put on this fake act, if you will. And I started this whole process of just coming to terms with myself, and that was rather difficult. And then when you start taking hormones, everything else changes, and for me, it was like, oh my God, am I ever going to be able to pass? Am I ever going to even have the appearance of a woman? And a lot of that was it's always on you. I think even as you've been transitioning for a long time, and hair removal was a big thing, like getting my beard removed, which it's still a process, and I'm still involved in that. But that still to this day causes me a lot of insecurity. I don't like having facial hair, and that's actually what has delayed me being full time for such a long time, is facial hair because you know I don't know if a lot of other people have experienced this, but I feel like once you tell people who you are, they already automatically assume that you're going to be like this new woman walking around and you're full time or something like that. Like most people don't grasp like it's a process. And so some of my friends, even with good intentions, are like already critiquing how, oh no, this is more feminine and this and that, which I know they mean well, but it totally heightens my insecurities even more. And it's like, it's not that, you mean, I appreciate the advice, but also it's like I'm not there yet. Like right now, I'm just coming to terms with the mental aspect. Like for a long time, it was just mentally getting changed to the hormones, and so that would cause me a lot of anxiety. And now, further along in my transition, what I'm really insecure about, well, actually, what I was my face. Like I had a very strong brow ridge and jawline, and I had facial feminization, and that helped dramatically. And honestly, like there's times when I'm like, is this really, did it really work? Is it really something that I can say I had a positive experience? Because here it is. I had surgery in June, so it's July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay, so it's almost been 8, 9 months. I have to say it was worth it because I'll be wearing my boyfriend's clothes, and I'll be out and about in public, and now I just pass without any issue, even with facial hair. So that has helped a lot of my physical insecurities. So I mean, and I guess that's like the biggest thing for me, was just being able to appear as female, because that's been a part of my transition where I do want to blend. Like I want to be able to kind of go anywhere and do anything without the fear of having any sort of repercussion from, I don't know, some unknown source or something. Like I want to feel like I can take a road trip anywhere, even to the middle of America, and not have issues. So that's been a big thing for me. Um, but other than that, I how I handle my insecurities is I actually just get really proactive about it. Like I just try to be super consistent with my facial hair removal. I busted my butt to come up with the money to have facial feminization surgery. I worked pretty hard on my voice to. My voice was already naturally soft, but I try to be more conscientious of it when I talk. Um, and Oh, with my friends too, I just kind of let it roll off my back because I know that they mean well and they love me. So when they say stuff like that, it doesn't really bother me. I think that's also why it took me a long time to come out to people because I didn't want them to assume that all of a sudden I'm going to start presenting as female. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while to get to that point. So I don't know. I think if you take your time, you can usually get a grasp of your insecurities, but I still struggle with a lot of stuff, especially now buying a wardrobe. Oh my god. Like trying to find clothes that like look flattering, like it's going to be more of a process and it is a process. So, and also like gearing up for my first day at work as Colette, that's going to be quite interesting. And trying to pick the right outfit, trying not to be too insecure about how I'm going to come across, but you just kind of have to take it on faith. So, but that's my 2 cents on this week's topic, and I will check in with you guys soon for next week's. Take care. Have a good weekend.